Hi, my friends. So just let you guys know, I have GPS in my head. So if I pause from talking, it's because my navigation is telling me where to go. I have a very interesting story to share with everybody because last week it was quite a bit of some trials that was really challenging me, and I didn't want to surrender or give up, but everything around me was making me feel as though I lost my battle. And today I had a situation where I was trying to express maintaining my position for the subject that I won't get in too much detail about it, but all in all, long story short, and pardon me if I get emotional because I'm a very emotional person, but what changed the whole narrative was that this person said that they saw into my soul, and it changed, sorry, don't cry, it changed the direction of where my future was going. And I really needed this opportunity because I can't afford to lose a lot of things that I worked so hard for. And I was watching how there were people able to tear it apart from me. They knew where to get me. And it's crazy because like a lot of people saw it in action. It happened that someone had the authority to change my destiny. And then there was someone at the end of the day, well, the end of my morning day, someone came by and had a sit down with me, and it totally changed. It was like everything that happened to me last week went 180 this week. I can't say too much until I get a confirmation of, but it'll be very exciting. And if you guys can just cross your fingers and have a prayer for confirmation for me, that would be amazing. Sun's in my face. So this goes back to my video from yesterday. I made a video about helping each other, or was that 2 days ago? But some people really don't pay attention to my videos when I talk about the day-to-day things like advice, things like that. So it's kind of interesting because I look at YouTube and I see all the videos about Planet X again, starships again, aliens again. And it's funny because when people always talk about the fake alien invasion, they're not really seeing that they're the ones talking about the fake alien invasion, which is actually what the fake invasion is. It's interrupting the space of where we are trying to channel and foresee things that are to come. We're not in our full ability, and we got distracted because we were too focused on a Mandela effect. And basically, like I always tell people, like I've been saying the last month or two that we're able to rewrite our timeline. Sorry, my GPS. Okay. We're able to rewrite our timelines. We're able to actually interfere other timelines with other people. Not interfere intentionally, but we intervene and we're able to rewrite those scripts. Do you guys understand that? So the fact that we have that gift and we can do that means that there's a change in the destiny. But because certain entities put something out there and it fed an algorithm, so a lot of people were basically feeding this storyline, these storylines of Planet X, the flyby, the fake alien invasion, the mini ice age, And we saw how many times the rapture was predicted this year, did we? And look, no rapture happened this year. So I'm very proud of myself because I'm starting to detach myself from people who are trying to tell me what we are to expect and go through. It's kind of weird because then now I'm about to tell you guys what to expect, so I'm being a little hypocrite. But I don't have people giving me like directives and narratives on it's almost like as though people know exactly what's going to happen without guiding people and without inspiring people. And it's like, what happened to just being encouraging and enlightening? That's the part that I'm missing about people and their channels. It's okay to give us our fair warning. It's okay to be, like I love In the Rap News because he just says it like it is. He's like, you bastards who are not paying attention are the ones going to get left behind. Like, he was just saying it like it is. But underneath the undertone that he has, it's somewhat inspiring because it makes you think like, wow, like he's so compassionate for what he believes. But then you have people who read you like a whole paragraph from a website that they got, and it's just, there's no feeling of compassion. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes people are angry compassion and some people are positive compassion. I like to be positive compassion. But where I'm rambling is there is something is on its way from, I literally want to say from today, between today and Monday. There's a wave, there's a shift, and I can tell because, and this will actually help you guys out too. I'll actually guide you on how to see. If you're in America, the complete opposition of us is Indonesia, right? I think. And so there's what we call a ley line, where there's an incident happening and there's an axis, there's a measurement, or there is a distance from one place to another. I wonder what the exact distance and measurements are from here to Indonesia. I should Google schmoogle that. But because things are happening so awful and they're having so many tsunamis and they're on high alert right now for yet another tsunami. This will be the third one in a week and a half. And then we're seeing what's happening in Sicily, and there's a volcano eruption in Italy. The reason why I know those areas are a direct ley line for cataclysm is because what happened on those grounds and in that territory thousands of years ago. If you had, let's say what are those called? The Stonehenge, where people don't really know what the Stonehenge was, but it was an area. There's a theory that says that it was an area where there were sacrificial offerings, but the thing about it is we would have saw cataclysm happen around that monument because it was a ley line that attracted destruction to that area. So that we could debunk that by our divine, intuition. When you think about Sicily, I won't say too much on my YouTube channel. You guys could probably just imagine what would happen on the island of Sicily. Let's just say I almost met someone. Actually, I did meet someone in Italy, and we were to be happily ever after. And I was actually going to drop everything and move. And one of my friends did a intuitive channeling. She went above and beyond to dig up a lot of stuff about this person, and a lot of signs pointed to me not going. I couldn't go. What else happened? So we can imagine that in the opposition of the ley line. So there is a so below destructive thing happening. So there's going to be an as above positive thing happening in its opposition. So there is an ascension process happening to our area, which is weird. But it's not weird, because the more that we consciously are vibrating higher and opening ourselves to a higher plane, a higher level, we can start seeing changes. The reason why I'm saying this is because I went from a really crappy ass week last week to a little shift in my attitude changed my whole approach to this week, and something, it's all flourishing in a way that first I didn't manage all this flourishing right now, but then because things are now giving me the sense of where to go, where to take my abundance, and where to manifest things, I'm going wholeheartedly with this. I'm going to jump in 2 feet with where things have been revealed with me. So I know that, there's going to be a reality shift between now and the 31st. Or maybe it's metaphysical. I know that there was a huge cosmic wave that happened last year on the 25th. There was a huge, massive wave, and we have passed that anniversary this year as well. But sometimes those waves have aftershocks, and we are a year out. So, you know what I mean? And I think there's a mathematical connection between how many days from the great sign of revelation. I didn't do that math either before I hit record, but I know that it has a lot to do with the math from that day to now, or to the next couple days, where we're to see another sign occur. We're going to have another upgrade in our soul journey. So I'm really excited to see where things are going right now. I'm feeling really good in the moment. I'm feeling a little bit more inspired right now. And so I want to share that with everybody, that you have the power as well. You have the authority to control your timeline and look for the signs, the things that reveal itself that are trying to encourage you to, never build hurdles of yourself. Like, people might feel like, well, I don't meditate too often, and I don't, I'm not as good as so-and-so's YouTube channel, but there's something I want to say. It is totally perfect for someone to just make one video for a channel if you think it's going to change someone's life. The thing about it is, what was told to me today as advice was, I need to stop putting hurdles where my ideas and creativity can flourish. And because someone saw me in that vulnerable position of, I do put hurdles, I do put borders and walls around myself when I feel less qualified to do something, I hinder myself from opportunity. Then I keep manifesting things that are hitting the wall over and over and over and over. And so that's where all my rambling is going, is that we need to stop thinking that we're not enough to do anything. I was even watching someone's video, and he was talking about how there are these warlocks who created some sort of contract, and it's kind of a weird ass story. Funky. Sorry for the cursing. I was listening to Cardi B earlier on accident. I'm a dance teacher, and I was listening to like her music on accident. But long story short, see, I lost my train of thought saying something that wasn't spiritually in tune. But no, long story short, I was guided in the most positive way by this person who said, like, you're gonna constantly hit the wall because that's what you're manifesting. Because we think that we're not enough, we're not like so and so. we're not as gifted as so and so and so and so. So it's like, I think it's about time for us to stop hindering ourselves and putting that pressure on ourselves, and stop thinking that we're less than. We are completely enough. And anything that we put in our heart's intentions, we can manifest. We can really, I think there's going to be great change. We just got to keep believing in ourselves, as weird as it sounds, and believing in each other. Like my girl Lo in Mississippi. Is it Mississippi, Lo, where you're at? Mississippi? You're my pride and joy and my diamond in the rough, because she just says it like it is. I got this today and this is what's going on. Or she'll say, my lights are acting funny, y'all. Like, this isn't normal. But to me, it's normal. But to our community, it's normal, because things should flicker around us when we're receiving information, when we know that a benevolent presence is with us, when we know that, if this is your lingo, if God is speaking to you or showing you something, yes. But the thing that I really wanted people to be aware of is that if you think you're getting direct instructions, and those direct instructions are telling you, like, oh, I am God, or oh, I am Uriel, please follow these instructions, that's where I get a little weird and strange, because we don't know what's talking to us. And that's why it's like, you don't really want to go off of what you hear in your mind. You should go off of what you feel in your heart. And sometimes, like, even like when I make these videos, I might be rambling half the time, but my heart is downloading a connection from the divine. And the fact that I'm connected to a higher source of our being, and they use my vocal cord as their instrument to deliver these messages, I already feel comfortable and safe to deliver these. And I've always made people feel safe in my messages. I think that's why many people have made good friendships with me, and that's why I love you guys a lot too. Anyways, that's all I want to share with everybody. A little daily update. Sorry the video's long, but I'm trying to use my own wisdom to encourage and inspire. I'm not going to be that person to keep putting videos like everyone else. Fear this and fear that and worry about this, and this is coming up on the land and this and that. It's too much. Like, I even stopped watching a lot of channels because I just can't anymore. I can't keep worrying and hearing about the same thing every day. It's like, it's not lifting us up, and these are seeds planted to continue to anchor us. It's using our own gift against us is what's happening, and people need to stop. We need to wake up. We need to start feeling what's coming, which is fine, but we need to stop reading into everyone else's distortion and fear tactic. Some people don't even know they're being used as a fear tactic tool. So anyways, be enlightened, be inspired, and share those positive words and good words of encouragement with each other. Alrighty, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.